we were told at the beginning, as some of us were told that it was your stepmother and things, we wouldn't have been here. We wouldn't have taken the responsibility and get through the treatment. Recovery is possible. In summary, recovery is possible. It comes to those who have the desire to change. I have a slogan that is resonating in all the rehabilitation centers in Ghana. It says, Katahi. Katahi. Don't touch it. Men found sanka, megakashio. Because when you don't touch the alcohol, you don't have a problem. When you don't touch heroin and everything, after all these periods of reprieve, it is sitting down somewhere. Don't touch it. Because if you don't touch it, you don't relapse. If you don't touch it, you don't start the process of experimentation to addiction. Don't touch it. And the latest that I'm selling to you here is that if there is no contest, there is no...
believe in giving back to the society, to give free legal representation to the needy and the less privileged. That is one mandate of Yaaf Foundation. The other mandate has to do with teaming up with Dr. Megashi with his expertise and his experience to create awareness about drug addiction, the possible recovery processes, and the God factor in permanent recovery. So I have given the story about Dr. Megashi, but when it comes to the legal aspect, one person who held my hands from the very day we started our LLB, that is the moment I took the decision to read law, one person who held my hands from the beginning till we completed school, even though eventually he became my senior, is lawyer Sam Edu. He is someone who equally believes in giving back to the society. He believes that who he is today, the society had a major role to play. So when I discussed Yaaf Foundation with him, he's like, Angie, I am all for it. Go in. I will support you in every way that you are. And so this morning, we happen to have lawyer Edu in our midst. Shall we put our hands together for him?
Because of the circumstances. Then Madam Gifa, and no any councillor, Wabuami, any manager. As I know, I'm Johnny Ako. Because me never said to me that how one day too. 33 years, me that to get down. I didn't have that. Now so be dear chair. Also be dear chair. Oh, to me die. But in Yamia done. The radiasi. Say my bread pa. My bread. Send a Yamia Yaman Bia, Medanyam. Say, me swim Chaminiobia, Minister Papa, you don't pen or bet to me, your job from her. Now sit down with the man, young couple. Any father, any Madam Gifa, will thank you.
He is the engineer for the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. That's it. In every aspect, he just loves to do good. That's why.
From where he
with me that in the early 90s,
under the new act, once
there
you
was
are part
more
of
drug usage.
using the drug,
If you heard the lady spoke now, there's poly drug usage.
you either be
Majority of people are not using only one drug again. They are using cocktail of drugs, combination of drugs. Heroin and marijuana, they call it cocktail. Cocaine and marijuana, they call it campuchias. So many. Arostor is where we have Arostor, and underground is when we is laced with alcohol. A whole lot of things. Apart from internet addiction, sex addiction, marijuana as an aphrodisiac, they are challenged with a lot of things. So one, like I'm speaking about, the blame, policy development in drug prevention and treatment must be reviewed. My feeling is that if we are to do anything about this drug addiction problem, then there is a need for review of the drug policies on treatment. And I am advocating for the governments in power and policy developers to get into consultation with those who are in recovery over the years, they know the terrain, they understand better, so that it will be policy development will come from the bottom to the up. Because some of us believe that people who have not even drank one thought of alcohol before will be at the top, using only their book knowledge in the development of drug treatment and rehabilitation policies. I think they must involve those who have been there and are doing very well, so that we can have a better this thing. There is a need for government to support private sector development in the area of treatment and rehabilitation, giving some sort of financing some parents who cannot afford to treat this thing, like what Yaaf is doing now, financing through pro bono for clients who are genuinely not having the money. And there is also the need for the development of drug courts as it is elsewhere. When I was in Israel, we have a drug rehabilitation center, a drug treatment prison, where persons who have been given the opportunity to get treatment for drug addiction for 3 opportunities were sent there, and they were supposed to stay there for 7 years. And they are giving very comprehensive and very long treatment opportunities. That is one area. And there is to conclude finally, there is a seemingly subtle battle between professionals who are genuinely wanting to treat addiction. The psychiatrists are of the opinion that anybody who has addiction has a little of mental problem. But studies have indicated that only about 40 to 60% of persons with substance use disorders may have emotional disturbance or personality disorders. Not everybody. That is why we have persons with addiction who do not have any of these. Thank you. And then let me say this thing. Our psychologists are genuinely wanting to do something, but listening to them carefully, they're easily manipulable by the drug addicts, very intelligent. They push the problems to their parents, and our psychologists unknowingly, who are not experienced in drug addiction, tend to their parents and leave the persons who are using the drugs to continue what they are doing.